All right, welcome. Today, we are going to crack a code. And it's a code you actually see every single day. I'm talking about the connection between fractions, decimals, and percents. So let's dive right in and get fluent in the three languages we use to talk about parts of a whole. I mean, think about it for a second. You see a sign that says 25% off. You order a quarter pounder burger. You read about a company's 0.75 profit margin. On the surface, those numbers look completely different, right? But they're all hiding this secret connection. So, what in the world do they all have in common? And here's the big reveal. It's that they are just different languages for talking about the exact same number. They aren't different values at all. They're just, unique ways of saying the same thing. And once you learn how to translate between them, a whole new world of understanding just clicks into place. So let's kick things off with Section 1, Three Languages, One Number. We're going to talk about why learning to translate between these isn't just some boring math exercise. Nope, this is a seriously powerful life skill. So why does this even matter? Well, because being fluent here helps you make way smarter decisions every day. Like, is a 20% discount better than a coupon for a quarter off the price? How do you split a dinner bill with your friends without pulling out a calculator for 10 minutes? Seriously, from shopping to reading the news, these connections are absolutely crucial for just navigating the world. Okay, now for the really cool part. We're getting into Section 2, the conversion code. This is where we reveal the simple rules that connect everything. And I promise, it's way, way easier than you might think. And here it is. The secret key to all of this is the number 100. That's it. Why 100? Because the word percent literally means per hundred. So from now on, whenever you see that little percent sign, I want your brain to immediately think of the number 100. This idea is the foundation for everything that follows. So let's say you want to convert a percent. To turn it into a fraction, you just put that number over 100 and then simplify it down. Easy enough. To get a decimal, it's even simpler. Just find the decimal point and hop it 2 spots to the left. 1, 2. That's it. You're done. And guess what? It works just as smoothly going the other way. To turn a decimal into a percent, you just move that decimal point 2 spots to the right and slap on a percent sign. And to make it a fraction, just say it out loud. 0.75 is 75 hundredths. Well, that's just 75 over 100. All right, enough with the theory. We've got the rules down. Now let's move into Section 3 and actually put this code to the test. We'll run through a few examples so you can see just how powerful this is in action. Okay, let's start with a classic, one you see absolutely everywhere, 25%. Like a big sale at a store or maybe a down payment on something. Okay, watch how easy this is. Using our code, we take that 25 and put it over our magic number, 100. So we have 25 over 100, which simplifies down to 1/4. For the decimal, we just move the decimal point 2 places to the left. And boom, you get 0.25. See that? 3 different languages, all describing the exact same value. Okay, ready for another one? Let's switch it up. This time, we're going to start with a decimal. Let's use 0.75. So we just apply our rules, but in reverse. To get the percentage, we take that decimal and we move it 2 spots to the right. Add the percent sign, and we get 75%. For the fraction, remember our trick? We say it out loud. 75 hundredths. That's just 75 over 100, which simplifies to 3/4. See? It works every single time. It's so consistent. Okay, that all seems pretty neat and tidy, right? But what happens when it's not so neat? What about those tricky fractions that don't play nicely with the number 100? Let's tackle one of those. And here's our culprit, the famous, or maybe infamous, 1/3. I mean, if you've ever tried to split a pizza perfectly among 3 people, you know it's just not as clean as splitting it in half or into quarters. This is where we need to introduce a new little concept. And that concept is the repeating decimal. It sounds kind of complicated, but it's not. When you actually do the math, 1 divided by 3, you get 0.33333, and that 3 just goes on forever. But don't let that freak you out. It's just the decimal language's special way of saying 1/3. So, to translate 1/3, we first divide 1 by 3 to get our repeating decimal, 0.333, and so on. Then, Believe it or not, we use the exact same rule to get the percent. We just move that decimal point 2 places to the right. That gives us 33.333%. And just like that, you've translated one of the trickiest common fractions out there. All right, let's bring this all together in our final section, your new math superpower. Because really, what you've just learned isn't just a set of boring rules. It's more like a superpower that lets you see the world of numbers with so much more clarity. So here's what I want you to take away from all this. You can now translate between these 3 languages of numbers. Just like that. You can make smarter decisions with your money and with data you see, and most importantly, you can finally see the connection between fractions, decimals, and percents everywhere. You've officially cracked the conversion code. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Now that you speak all 3 of these languages fluently, you're going to start seeing these connections everywhere. I'm talking grocery stores, the news, your job, they're all over the place. So the only real question left is, where are you going to spot them first?